I'm always looking for the ultimate EDC carry knife, whether it be a fixed blade or a folder. It's something that has to have a great compromise of utility first, and of course, double as a wicked self-defense weapon. Recently, that's led me to Michael Janich's work with Spyderco. Now, if you've never followed the Yohimbo and the Ronin series, he's basing everything off a Wharncliffe design, which just so happens to make an awesome, awesome utility piece. I've read Michael's work, have studied some of the stuff, bought a bunch of the Yohimbo 2s, original Yohimbo, a Ronin, and really liked the Wharncliffe design. Nothing would be complete without David Mirabile, my brother in Alaska, having his go at our interpretation of the Wharncliffe as an EDC utility and mostly defensive piece. David has had a tremendous year. He's won Forged in Fire, and he's knocked so many home runs out of the park with pieces that he's doing. It's truly the year of the Mirabile. David was gracious enough to take time from his busy schedule, jump on another project for me, and this is what we came up with, okay? This is the David Mirabile. I hope this thing focuses. Wharncliffe EDC. A little bit about the blade. It's a San Mai piece, meaning, of course, that it's got a carbon inner core clad in stainless steel. What we wanted to do, and again, taking a lot from Michael Janich and Spydercos' work, we wanted a piece that had a slightly longer handle. This handle's about 4 3/4, the blade's about 3 1/2. What this facilitates is the Filipino grip. That is the Filipino grip, okay? What this does is give you tremendous indexing. Where your thumb is, the angle the blade is going. Plus, it really facilitates in power cuts. Very, very handy, great, powerful self-defensive piece. But more importantly, for everyday carry, it's a big utility knife. It works awesome for any kind of chore, from cutting carpet to trimming anything. Fantastic EDC knife. With the hump to index for your thumb, very nice purchase place to put it. There's no jimping because the thumb is held in the cavity. Works tremendously. What we did, I love white scales, white grips. As you can see, here's one of my 45s with white grips on it. We did linen white micarta with David's trademark carbon fiber wrap. Now, what we wanted to do with this is we wanted to be able to strike with the pommel. So we wanted to bring the steel all the way out and not do a hidden tang. I don't know if you can pick that up, I'll show pictures. Now what you're seeing is a beautiful tapered tang. Now what the cool part is due to it being a laminate, you can actually see the lamination line, not only on the edge, which some people mistake as a temper line, it's actually a lamination line, even though you can see some characteristics from the heat treat. The steel's transition. So what we did is a taper tang. Now you can watch the laminate run all the way through down to a beautiful taper at the very end. This gives us steel all the way to the tip of the knife, so we do have a striking implement, okay? Which is just fantastic. Again, I like bigger handles. I'm not one for small handles. This knife really facilitates well, indexes incredibly well. You can change hand positions quickly. It always goes to the same space. The carbon fiber Edo wrap that David put on is epoxy soaked then, tremendous grip, even with a wet or sticky hand. He put a lovely domed pin just to set things off and make things a nice touch, a little added security. And there you have the David Mirabile Wharncliffe EDC utility / defense piece. Fantastic size, fantastic carry piece. It carries great. What he did with the sheath, and this is something that steps away from the norm for me, I hate Kydex. But we wanted to try something, and David, I've seen some of the work he's done for John Sharp, the famous African PH, where he takes a Kydex, lines it with felt, and then puts a leather on the outer side of it, giving it kind of the best worlds of a hard and soft leather sheath, a Kydex and a leather sheath. The knife, simply put, slides in, locks right in, very secure. I'm going to stop the camera for a minute. I'm going to take this off my belt, and I want to show you the many, many ways you can carry this sheath. Okay, here we have the sheath. Now, this sheath is set up to facilitate numerous ways to carry it. First and foremost, it's made of Kydex, felt lined with elephant skin coating it. Then we have a removable leather strap that goes right here. This facilitates cross draw, scout. Any place you want to put it on your belt or on a pack, you can run it through the straps. We also have it rigged. Now, normally I wouldn't have the static line on it when the belt loop's on it, but I wanted to show all the versatility. We also have it rigged for static line carry. Now, if you're not familiar with static line carry is an awesome way to carry a fixed blade. We would, of course, remove the strap to do this, but the point is, the knife, you take the cord, either loop it through your belt or through your belt loop, bring the knife back up through it. Now the knife is hooked to your belt by the static line. I don't know if you see it, okay? Now, I can slide it in sash through the belt like this. The knife has enough grip that it'll still draw, but when it doesn't, do you see how it happened? As I pulled, it pulled the sheath with it out of my belt, and I get to the end of the line, the knife pops clear. This facilitates in waistband carry, it facilitates sash carry. The static line is just a really nice, secure way. If you don't want to put the belt on your loop, and say you have a suit on and you don't want to carry it like that, you can put on the static line, you can drop it in waistband here. Again, the loop wouldn't be on it, go to draw it, the knife comes clean, but if it wouldn't, then the sheath would come with it, the static line stops, the knife still breaks free, comes clear. So the sheath was designed for multiple different ways to carry. Like I said, I'm not a big Kydex fan, but in this setup, for an ultimate EDC utility / defense piece, the static line and the belt loop that's replaceable and removable is just an awesome way so you can carry your knife no matter what your condition is, no matter how you're dressed, and no matter what you're doing. There's not much more to say other than, I'm always, like I said, always striving for that perfect defensive EDC utility piece. This might be the closest thing I've come to finding that. The knife is easy to stow away on yourself. It's got so many different ways to carry it. Again, the blade facilitates in your hand. You have the butt sticking out as a striker. You have the excellent purchase of the Filipino grip, which locks that thumb on there, giving you fantastic indexing. Just an incredibly beautiful, quick piece. Moves quick in the hand. Max is coming over right now, so I'm going to pick him up, because what video would not be complete without Max? Come here, Bella. Come on, baby. Come inside, David. David loves my bullies when he comes to visit. Here is Max. Max is about 64, 65 pounds now. He is a monster. And we love you, David. Thank you for the knife. Really appreciate it. David busted his ass to get this to me by my birthday, which was yesterday. The knife came Friday. It's my 50th birthday. David, it's the fantastic birthday present. Thank you, brother. Really appreciate everything. Thanks for looking. Bye-bye.